So what accounts for all this? How do you explain it?
Well, I can explain the business, which is, 70 or 80% of all kids go to state schools. 40% of them work 30 hours a week or more. 25% of college kids actually have kids. We have a different set of kids that people imagine are in college. So you're dealing with 20 million people who are working, who are raising families, and anything that we can do to help them lower the cost, make it more accessible, help them master the material, pass the test, and then get them a job or things that they value. And Chegg has been working on that for actually 9 years. And it's only in the last couple of years when we transitioned the business model from print to all digital that I think investors are finally understanding just how big this is. It's $1 trillion market with $1.5 trillion in debt and 20 million students, and it's only getting bigger.
I was at a college bookstore the other day in West Virginia. They don't sell books. It's all football merchandise and clothes now, right?
Yeah.
Are textbooks dead?
Textbooks aren't dead. Textbooks at the bookstore are dead.
Yeah.
When we invented the rental model, we changed the whole dynamic of the publishing industry and the pricing industry. Anybody that's ever gone to college, Morgan, you know this, is like knows that textbooks always felt like a ripoff, and they were. And so by being able to rent them at 30 or 32 bucks each, there's no reason for the bookstore to sell them anymore. And they've adjusted their business model to selling tchotchkes and, as you point out, sweatshirts and food and makeup and other things. And we're really focusing on programming the education material.
So who are your biggest competitors then? Is it the McGraw-Hills and Pearsons of the world that have basically had a lock on this business for quite a period of time? Or is it Amazon and some of the other tech companies that are getting into this space?
So I always have a challenging answering this because the answer is everybody and nobody, which is nobody's trying to do what Chegg is trying to do, which is we built a platform that has 87% brand recognition, has over 13 million registered students, 5 million paying customers. We go direct to the student. No one else really does that. We offer homework help and tutoring and internships and careers. And so the publishers have become partners of ours. In fact, the textbook business has actually gotten better for us because of the relationships we have. We use them for content. We get the books from consignments so we don't have to use cash anymore. The industry's moved in our direction because nobody has a direct-to-consumer business in the college space, with the exception of Chegg. So Amazon does textbook rental, but it's such a small part of their business and they don't offer anything else. So if we can meet them on price, which we do, we can meet them on service and convenience, we beat them, we put surprise and delights in the box. I mean, we ship over 6 million textbooks a year now. I mean, it's a big business for us, but the real business is all digital. It's homework help, it's tutoring, it's math, it's writing help. And so the more we can offer students, the more content we offer, the more capabilities we offer, the bigger the market opportunity gets for us, and you're beginning to see it in our results.
Doesn't it seem like a natural target for someone who would want to buy something in this space?
Well, if you want direct-to-consumer and you want high school and you want college and you want millions of direct-to-consumer subs, we're obviously an incredible asset. We don't think about it that way. We just keep thinking about it and saying the market is getting bigger for us, the TAM is getting bigger for us, the ability to go global is getting bigger for us, Canada, Australia, and the UK, and then countries in other languages, because STEM subjects are ubiquitous. You stay out of politics and you stay out of religion, everything else is ubiquitous. So we just see the market getting bigger for us.
Gen Z, we don't talk about it a lot. It's the next up-and-coming generation. I would imagine you have a lot of data on consuming patterns and the like. What are you seeing in terms of this generation that may be different from millennials or the ones before it?
Yeah, this generation they're interested in social consciousness. They're interested in their view of doing the right thing. They're interested, look, they've been hurt by the system, right? They've taken on tremendous debt. There's $1.5 trillion in debt. There's 44 million Americans with debt. The price of college has gone up, so that part of the reason that they're struggling with the economic system is not that the economic system isn't great. Obviously, we think it is. It's because they haven't experienced it yet. Everything they've done is somebody's taking a toll from them. Textbooks too expensive, college too expensive, not able to get a job. 40% of them say they have jobs that aren't relevant to the college education that they got. The curriculum has to adjust. So they're very into social consciousness. They're very into mental health and well-being, and these are all the kinds of things that we want to provide for them, because honestly, this generation, they work hard, they study hard, but the challenges they're facing are much more difficult than the ones that we had to face, and that's why Chegg exists. We help them through the process. We make it easier, more affordable, more convenient, more relevant in terms of the content, the way they learn. So we like the generation, obviously, they like us, but they need help.